Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Hog Talk Podcast, live from the Sterling Soap and Roastery Studios, part of the Believe and Buzz Radio Network. You can hear us on 106.7 in Central Arkansas. All live shows are presented to you by Arkansas Brewing Company in downtown Ozark. I am Porter Hayes. Alongside me, as always, is Adam Hall, and we're brought to you by Bet Online, the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. BetOnline has every matchup, stat, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff? Get in our 200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance to win weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino, get in on the action of blackjack, poker, or unwind with one of our 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. Don't forget to use the promo code BLEAV for your first deposit. Bet online. The game starts here, and we want to wish everybody happy Labor Day. I always get those, and as I was walking upstairs, I was saying to myself, Labor Day. It's not Memorial Day. It is the official into the summer. Tonight, we're going to recap Arkansas's 70-0 win over UAPB. Talk about the Oklahoma State game, some SEC scores, even bring up some UNLV action with Barry Oben and a few Hog players. And then at 7, we're going to be joined by Courtney Mims from Big Trail Nation. She's going to talk about the Razorbacks in this game against Oklahoma State. But I tell you what, we haven't really talked much since the game. It was on Thursday, so we've had plenty of time to really take a step back. But look, I really honestly, Adam, have the same feeling that I had on Thursday night. In between my boys' junior high game, I was keeping track of it and then watching the highlights. I don't care if it was UAPB. I'm not going to say they're world burners are going to win 9-10 games this year, but to have your 3 quarterbacks come in and produce, what did I say? I wanted to see at least 2 people possibly have 100 yards rushing, and Taylon Green was 12 yards away from that. So given that and how the defense performed, I was very pleased with the opening game performance.
Overall, yeah. I mean, it was more than most of us could ask for. Anybody asked for, really. I mean, I know we talked about them coming out and, potentially seeing the first series. You might see a punt. We don't know what to expect. And it obviously wasn't that. Now, with the, Taylon Green, it took him a little bit to get into a rhythm. Shorted some throws, especially on the first play. A little bit behind. You could see he was kind of throwing at that 3 quarters, which is what he's used to. And Petrino's trying to, had been working on that. But he found his rhythm. And, that was good to see. Early on, he was kind of staring down some receivers and got away from that as the game went on, because there were a few throws in there that if this had been an SEC game or potentially even Oklahoma State, but we'll see when that time comes, but it probably would have been picked off. But it's one of those things that's going to happen. It's game 1. They needed this. They needed to play against another team, and all around, I mean, nobody could have expected, 10 for 10 on scoring drives. And Porter's power just went out. So this is awkward. We're going to come back to you in a second. Nate, hang on. He's coming back in. So I'll just awkwardly sit here and y'all can watch Billy Napier fumble through a water bottle.
What do we have? Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, given the experience and how confident you were in this team going into the season, just how disappointing and surprising was this performance?
Yeah. I mean, it's embarrassing, to be quite honest with you. Yep. That's how I feel. That's how our kids feel. And we've got a decision to make. I think we have it's what I just.
So Porter is working on getting back on, and we will join y'all shortly.